G'day everybody, where's Wally here? Well, I've just been having a lot of fun watching SeekTruth SpeakTruth get pumped up again by Simon Dan, and this time he's gone totally like an F9 rocket and ballistic. So much fun watching his subs skyrocketing up towards 6,000 now. Wow, excellent stuff, guys. And that's all because Ranty stuck his neck out, said some dumb things, and was being very silly.
I know another one. SeekTruth SpeakTruth. So this is the guy that recently, this no-name flat earther that had, you know, very few subscribers, that suddenly just changed to being a glober, has been punted around. Nobody even heard of you anyway. You know, it's not like you were a name or anything. You know, that's an ex-flat earther becoming a globe earther. It means nothing. You're a nobody, mate. I've never even heard of you before.
And Simon Dan got a little annoyed and thought Ranty needs to be poked with the karma stick. So he did. Anyway, more on that in a minute. What I thought I might do is I might just have a look at the 4 fails of Ranty. Now, the first one was a video I did way back around the beginning of the year. I was looking at an old one of Ranty's. It was a Soundlly Lake Pontchartrain video that Ranty took exception to. But the thing I found absolutely hilarious is that Ranty, in trying to identify a few things, got it very, very wrong.
But that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for this tower. I wanted to know what this tower was. So where is this pylon, you ask? Well, I will show you, and I'll show you the pylon itself. So as we go across the bridge here, we come up to this location here, and here we have the pylon, which you can see here, clear as day in this location. So from Soundly's location,
so he was out by 380%. He came up with some really long distances which he thought you shouldn't be able to see, and thus soundly proved that it was not a globe. But of course, as you see here, the actual target he was looking at was a tower in the middle of the bridge that he almost got, and barely missed. And he thought the tilting rail bridge was the tower at the other end. Poor Ranty, what a fail. But of course, I thought it was my duty to let him know that he made a mistake. And Ranty was very gracious and... no, he didn't. This is what I got from Ranty. Okay, well, number 2 was a video I did a little while back where Ranty said he would love to see some evidence of looming. So, of course, I had some, thanks to Harry Baird in Sydney, and I quickly put together a video and I showed him all the evidence, to which Ranty totally misunderstood everything.
Wally wants a Wally Award, Dumb Glober of the Year Award, essentially. And to be fair, he's thrown his hat into the ring pretty early. I mean, what are we now? With the 31st of December, so I mean, he's left it late if he wanted an award this year, but certainly we can maybe include it for next year, because this is glorious, 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 glorious. Right, let's get to it. On this entire page here, you have all the information needed about this particular observation.
The funniest thing was that he mixed up the dates, and despite me telling him, despite it being written on the screen, despite Harry Baird telling him, and despite numerous subs in the stream telling him that he was wrong, he never ever accepted that he got this wrong, and he made a total fool of himself, telling me how wrong I was because I couldn't list a date correctly.
The 16th of September and the 24th of August, there was...
Say what? Say that again. Say that again. On the 6th... Let me just go back to just what he said there. Let's just listen to what he said. Listen to these dates that he's included. The problem here is that Harry has actually put the date on his video, the 7th of September 2019. So in the image that he's trying to evaluate this 7th of September observation on this video, he's now going to go and use 2 completely different dates. So why is he using data from completely wrong days? Mate, I mean, seriously, you need to up your game. Not only have you just completely kicked yourself in the face by telling everybody wrong data sets from the wrong dates, when it's clearly here in front of you, clearly you don't understand how to read dates. how to read dates. It's on there for everybody to see, the 7th of September 2019. and you go and report different data, mate, you need to up your game. You need to come back. It's shocking. Putting me in touch with this video, and for this guy including my name in the description, and he's completely fucked everything up. Is this the best that the Globers have to fight against? People that can't even read dates and get the data correct? It's shocking. I can't believe that this video actually made it to press.
Apparently not being able to read the date is not a problem. That was so much fail. And one, of course, Ranty responded correctly by saying... Okay, now the third fail was one where Ranty went after Catz really, really hard and fast.
But listen to what he says now. This is the important part. This is where you screw up, Conspiracy Catz. I am sorry, my friend, but you really do.
Who knows? But the bigger problem you've got here is that you think the red line is the quickest point between A and B. Now what you've got to realise is that when we turn a globe into a flat map, you distort the picture. And that means that the fastest path between these 2 points on a globe is anything but your red line.
Oh, dearie me. So the fastest point between these 2 points is anything but on a globe Earth. Let's just play that back again so that we get it absolutely in context with what he actually just said.
And it seems like he just didn't understand what Catz was saying, and he was having none of it. He thought Catz was totally wrong.
So Santiago to Sydney. Now, Conspiracy Catz said that the red line that he put in is anything but the quickest route on a globe. Well, what do we have here? Here we have Santiago, and here we have Sydney. Now, I can't see a quicker route. I really can't. Well, let's listen again. Listen to this again.
Flat map, you distort the picture. And that
means
that the fastest path between these 2 points...
That the fastest point between these 2 points...
on a globe is anything but your red line.
Is anything but your red line.
But, of course, he didn't understand the difference between a room line and a great circle line. And, of course, Ranty just failed all over the place. So when I heard that Catz was going to do a response video, I got Wolfie to make a little piece for him as well, so he added that in, and it was even better for it.
Now, a blind man on a galloping horse would have seen that the red line drawn by the flat earther in your video went above New Zealand, whereas the red line drawn by you using Google Earth went below New Zealand. And I know by now that you will realise the mistake that you have made. However, Ranty, I have people, subscribers of yours, coming onto my channel telling me how you have debunked me. I have subscribers of yours coming onto my channel to tell me that the flat earth in that video was correct.
But of course, despite having said this...
Well, Conspiracy Catz. And I can see that you have your friends in the chat trying to back you up, saying that I've got this wrong. Absolutely not. Your words are absolutely crystal clear. Okay, so he was right, you were wrong. Your point, your entire point, this point that you're going on about on your debunking of this fellow, has absolutely no point being in your video. Everything from 11 minutes 35 on has no point being in your video. You got it wrong, man up, accept it.
What do you think Ranty did when he realised he was wrong? He said... Yeah, that's right, just crickets. He hasn't said anything about it. Which brings us to his fourth failure. This one is the one we're having fun with today. He was going after SeekTruth SpeakTruth like a vengeful little child. He was stamping his feet and they were all stomping around and going, this is just isn't fair. This guy put on 500 subs in one day. That can't possibly be right.
10,000 views in January and December. I mean, come on. What? So he just literally jumped up as he became an ex-flat earther. Are you kidding me? What a prick.
Just a loser, you know. Looking for subscribers and views and...
I mean, the guy has 2,500 subscribers, but 700 of those have been put on in the last 3 days.
So, man, Dan.
Yeah?
That doesn't sound fishy at all.
No. He said he was the Simon Dan channel, but I think he was in Simon Dan school. How to buy the views and subscribers, you know?
Well, Ranty doesn't think so.
Yeah, nobody believes nobody believes anything that this guy's saying right now. Seriously. Right, here we go. So
No true Scotsman's all over the place here where they're saying he can't possibly have been a flat earther because he wouldn't have gone back to the globe if he had been a real flat earther. No way. So despite all that, we see that SeekTruth SpeakTruth has finally seen the light, and Simon Dan was happy to do an interview with him. And when Simon Dan saw Ranty making such a fuss and getting it all wrong and being like a little spoiled child, he thought, well, let's just poke him with the karma stick one more time.
And you know what, Ranty? You reap what you sow. Now, far be it from me to tell all of you what to do, but wouldn't it be very amusing, as well as a healthy dose of karma, if SeekTruth SpeakTruth, this nobody in Ranty's eyes, went on to get more subscribers than Ranty's 5,000? The link for his channel may or may not be in the description.
And this is just going off pop at the moment. I think he's up over 6,000k. He's up over 6,000 subs at the moment. Good stuff.
it doesn't bother me. It really is. Al-K's there saying, oh, it bothers me. It doesn't bother me at all. It's just like, if you're going to be a fake, admit you're a fake. Add me on Skype right now. SeekTruth SpeakTruth. Add me on Skype.
I'd like to hear his story with Simon Dan and what the big turning point was. I'd like to hear that, wouldn't you?
Yes, and we'll offer him a platform here where he can say whatever the hell he likes. He'll get the same cordial response as he did on Simon Dan's and everybody else that he ran to try and make a name for himself. He can come on here and he can explain it to the flat Earth side, because he's been to the globe Earth side. How about you come back, seeing as you're an ex-flat Earther? How come you come and join this channel? And tell the other flat earthers why you left flat Earth within the next 5 minutes, or be a pussy for life.
And as if that was not enough, this ended up happening.
SeekTruth SpeakTruth. I have asked you 4 times now. I would love to speak to you as a special.
Do it, make it special. Do it right now. Tell him.
You're a nobody, mate, and you have nothing apart from your 2,000 bought subscribers, and all I can say is, yeah, you don't mean anything to me. You jump on this channel right now, you jump and debate us, we'll just rip you a new one. You ain't gonna get you ain't gonna get the red carpet rolled out like it was on Simon Dan's here. This isn't a playground here.
Well, ranty. What can we say to that, guys and girls? What a triggered individual. I thought Ranty was on his way back to the globe, to be honest, and I thought he would want an honest and general chat with an ex-flat earther.
Well, Ranty, I guess you will be able to have a conversation with SeekTruth SpeakTruth on a 101. All you got to do is apologise to him, and I'm sure he'll let you on his now much bigger channel than yours, and you can sit down with him and have a conversation at his place. But you have to apologise first. And of course I'm going to classify this as a fail of Ranty's, because despite his little childish whinging about the number of subs, he's actually added over 1,000 subs to SpeakTruth SeekTruth, which we all think is absolutely hilarious. Thanks very much for your service, Ranty. Now, one thing I did hear Ranty say in his little whinge fest was that for him to believe, he would need to get in a rocket and go to the ISS and look down and see it for himself.
Sorry to interrupt you. What would it take you to convert back to a ball? What would have to happen in your life?
I would have to go up in one of those rockets and look back from the ISS.
Well, of course, he's probably pudgy and overweight like me, so there's not much chance of him doing that. But I tell you what, Ranty, my old mate, I have a video and you star in it because, well, you were laughing at me. Here, have a listen.
Where's Wally's got an answer for you, mate? He's got an absolute slam dunk answer. So his answer to your video is this. I just looked at the UK from the ISS this morning. That showed the curve quite nicely.
Yeah. Oh man, Ranty, you surprised me. Who would have thought that so much fail could come from one person? Audience, please use the international sign for acknowledging unintentional failure on a grand scale. Right, well, that laugh got you in my bad books. So now, based on what you said, I went and made this video, and I think this is a corker. This shows anybody, flat or globe, how you would go about using the ISS to prove that the Earth is indeed a globe. Now I challenge you, Ranty, grab this video and play it on your stream and go through it with all your mates and see if you can pick it apart. You won't be able to, of course. And then I can do part 5 failure, where Ranty tried to destroy my ISS destruction of the flat Earth, and he failed for a 5th time. There you go, Ranty, have at it, mate. I look forward to your number 5 fail. So here you go, Ranty, have a look at the video. The link is the top one in the description, as always. And it's a really bit of a masterpiece. It's got you, it's got Rude Earther, it's got Nathan Oakley, it doesn't have Smiley Riley, so that'll make you happy. And it's got Wolfie, and it's got the 4 pillars of the wolf pack. That's Wade's Underworld, Ruhif, Critical Think, and Where's Wally, and numerous other contributions in there as well. So it's a bit of a masterpiece, I think, and I don't think you're going to be able to find anything in it that's going to support Flat Earth at all. In fact, it shows how anybody can take the simple ISS and show that that proves the globe. So let's see what you can do with it. I tell you what, why don't you get you and your cronies, have a special night, put it up there on the round table, throw it up on the projection screen, and all have a pick at it. Go on, I dare you.
It's shocking.